Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Well, really, no, it's mystical crystal shadow work, right? So, this is going to be like a morning reading that I'm doing, and also, I always say reading, but it's going to kind of be like inspirational too. I really feel that this reading is going to reach people when they're struggling at this time, right? Maybe a lot of moms, right? And are just winging it as a mom. I was feeling really inspired to show my beautiful mug that was gifted to me quite some time ago. So I've just been thinking about things, and I really feel this is a very, very challenging time for a lot of us. Right? As devil energy is very, very strong, and you could see it getting into your family, your friends, really trying to get you to doubt your missions, your paths, your anything that lights you up. That's kind of what I feel like is happening with me. It's like every time I start to rise and get into a passion, a dream, an ambition, I feel like there's something trying to take me off path, make me kind of second guess what I'm doing, make me kind of want to just like eliminate everything that I've done and start over. And it's like I've been thinking about that, and that's really not my energy. That's not how I am, because I'm always in this energy of if something doesn't work, you alter it, you try again. That there's no such thing as failing. It's really the first attempt in learning. So it's like if something doesn't work in a certain way, you don't eliminate everything. You change stuff. So what is this energy that's making me feel as though I want to just rip everything up and start over? That's when I started to realize, in fact, that you know what? That's not my energy. That's the devil, right? So I really feel it for a lot of you. That could be what's going on, right? And that you need to find ways to try to cleanse your energy, cleanse your space, and know that that's not the energy that that energy you need to not be listening to. You need to know that that's kind of the push to get you to really pursue and go after what you're really supposed to be doing, right? And it's like if you are getting attacked by the enemy, by the devil, by those thoughts, right? You're doing something right, or you're on your verge of something that devil, that enemy is trying to block you from, right? Okay, so I don't know. I just kind of felt like that's what I'm going through right now. And I feel that, as you guys get guided to me, you'll be going through similar things, right? It was like I kept getting so discouraged last night. It was like I felt like I was under attack. Like my cards kept getting thrown on the floor and messed up, and my computer, oh my goodness, was out. My son threw a piece of candy, went flying across the room, bounced off the screen, and oh my gosh, I was so upset. And it's like just those little things, like in the moment, you have to tell yourself that, calm down, don't get upset, even if, things do break and stuff like that, then it's meant for you to get new stuff, right? And it's like I lost myself in the past when things like that would happen. I'd have the mindset like, well, if it broke or whatever, then I get something new. It was time for me to get something new. But it's like I got so upset by it, and I know that they were just playing around or whatever. But that's when I realized that, yeah, the devil is very, very strong around me at this time. For it to upset me, because I've done very well at keeping control of my actions and feelings and not letting others kind of put me in a negative way, because I've always been able to see why things happen. And even though sometimes you might not know why they do, you do in the long run, but I wouldn't let it affect my energy level. And now I'm starting to realize that the devil is starting to affect, my reactions, my thought process. And it's like, why is that, right? Because devil energy is getting stronger, right? I split the deck right on the tower. So there could be, maybe these things are meant to happen too. Maybe sometimes it's meant for you to see what that trigger was. What allowed you to happen? Who were you surrounded by at that time? What was really going on? Or did you reach a breaking point? Did you only able to take so much you know, that you were holding on to and not transmuting, that it caused a reaction in another way. So that's what I was thinking a lot about, right? So there's going to be getting a lot of things revealed. Also the intense energies of the full moon. Like, what is the date today? It's the 4th. The full moon's tomorrow. And this is a full moon in Leo. It's very powerful. It's about taking charge and action, having that strength, right? And for a lot of you, it's deciding where to go. A new path, a new direction. Like I said, for some of you, you could be getting things revealed to you. Sometimes the moon brings things revealed to you through your intuition. Sometimes it's through a dream state. But they reveal things to you so you can release them with these moons. So a lot of secrets are brought to light and they cause movement. Look at this. Tower is right next to the Chariot, and there's the Devil. What have I been talking about? This devil energy, right? And there's a Judgment call. Ooh, and Temperance. Wow, with the World. Oh my gosh. Guys, like, remember I was saying at the beginning of this reading how my cards all fell on the floor? I just get frustrated. Like last night, I literally I picked them up and picked them all up, and then I had to just sort them out to make sure that, you know, I had them all. And all I did is put all the majors together, and I put all the minors together by suits, and I didn't put them in order. But I was struggling so much just to separate them. I was like, I was going to put them all in order, but I just gave up. And then I just quickly put them together. I gave it a couple shuffles because I don't know what it is. It's very calming for me when I'm shuffling my deck. I don't know, maybe somebody else gets that feeling or whatever. But I was just thankful that I had gotten all the cards because I had just counted all of them. So I knew I had all the minors for each suit and the majors. But anyway, I'm saying that because I don't know why I didn't shuffle the deck. I just split the deck and I've been pulling out these cards, and it felt guided to it. So it's kind of like they've put this together. So I'm going with it. That's why I felt to explain that. Okay, but look at this, because I feel like this was just, it was kind of just me, I guess, placing these cards. And I was having a conversation too. I was really venting at the time. That's why it was taking me forever just to sort these. So the Wheel of Fortune is right next to the World. See, it's like somebody is realizing their fate, their life, their life purpose. See, this Hierophant here represents that. Oh my goodness. See, Star and Strength and the Sun, the Hermit, the High Priestess, the Emperor, the Fool. I just feel like it's this whole story. I don't know. It's never clicked like this much, right? This is a spiritual teacher, right? The Hierophant. It's like God power energy, like the God's card. This is the divine for me. It's like I know that the divine, it's kind of like I've been getting this energy for quite some time that, sorry guys, I'm channeling now, so I'm just going to go out with the messages even if it's not with the cards, right? So it's like I've been getting this energy for a while that some of you have like been sat down to go through healing. It's like some of you have been made to go through a healing. So for some of you, it's kind of like you've been stripped of things, you've been forced to go through these things, but they've been in fact healing you, but awakening you at the same time, and getting you to realize that you have a divine path, purpose, and it's time that you step into it. See, and he's just kind of sitting there like, all right, I'll sit here and I'll entertain what's going on, but I'm not happy about it, right? And that big full moon behind him, right? So significant. And the raven. See, it was interesting as I was guided to this deck. I don't know why I haven't used this deck in a very long time. It was one of my first decks that I got, actually. And it kind of felt, though, it had a darker vibration to it, so I kind of went to other decks. Because there's just like a lot of, it's like in the night, you know? It's a lot of darker energy, which now I realize it's more perfect for me about coming out of the shadows, right? And doing that shadow work and embracing that dark side, because I feel somebody's been in their dark energy for quite some time. But anyway, so yeah, it was requested I had to get this deck, and I'm very much seeing why. See, it's kind of like the veil's being lifted, right? She's standing on top of the world and she's lifting the veil. It's like she's realizing veil's being lifted over things. She's starting to see things more crystal clear because now she's got the enlightenment because a healing has happened, right? That star is representing like North Node, the way, destiny, being called to go towards your true path, right? It's not without reach. It's just somebody needed to come up, come above. You know? There's a strong energy of getting this strength. You know, we're definitely feeling this Leo full moon energy. Strong. Getting this strength. But see, it's like she's sitting next to that lion. See, it's like that energy I told you. Somebody's been sat down. It's like somebody has had all of this rage and this anger within, but they needed to learn to tame it, learn to control it. You know, it's like she needed to sit right by that line. But see, it's like that lion is showing all of that anger with his mouth open, but she's sitting there quietly. See, so it's like somebody's definitely needed to be tamed down. Like, it's okay to have that passion, you know, that avenging type of energy, because a lot of us angels here are like avenger angels, right? We want to fight for love and peace and harmony, right? But we have to do it in other ways. And it's like somebody's learning that, because if you want to have access to your God power, you have to learn to tame that. And I really feel that's what's been happening for somebody here. And I feel like they've done it. And for a lot of you, it's like you have all these tests that you have to go through. It's like for some of you, you don't even know. It's like you've been going through like an initiation, right? It's like God has been testing you and taking all of these things from you and putting you in places and letting certain people do things to you and all of that to test you, to see if you're in fact ready for this divine leveling up, this divine blessing, right? You know, you're getting access to your God power, right? So it's that strong power within. Look at that hermit here. See, it's like somebody, I feel, has done a lot of research, a lot of learning, a lot of inner work. This could have been somebody that has spent a lot of time to themselves researching and learning, you know, showing out those books and everything there. But it's like now he's standing there under this full moon, but he's holding this power within his hands. The full moon could be activating some things for you, giving you some sort of clarity of some sort of power, some sort of gift, right? There's definitely a strong energy of enlightenment. See, something about the hand. She's holding magic again in her hand. See, she's holding like a potion in her hands there. Did you see how I just fumbled that card, but I caught it? It's very delicately. Something's showing me like this needs to be done very delicately. Whatever this passion, this it's interesting I say passion, this gift, whatever this is. I'm seeing Egyptian too, strong Egyptian symbolism, because I've seen the Sphinx on top of the Wheel of Fortune. Now I'm seeing the Isis is I believe it's goddess Isis. It looks like on top of her head, the crown there. Ancient Egyptian, you could have ties there, working with the deities or ancestors, being a descendant of gods and goddesses. This is the time that a lot of the gods and goddesses are being, the inner gods and goddesses are being awakened within. And a lot of you are assessing your God power at this time for what's to come. You'll know if that message is for you. Look at this. Emperor and the Fool. I would see the Lovers too. So there's definitely this new beginning. Okay. That's happening here. And the Lovers. It's Fool card energy. So there's definitely new. Sorry, my son got up. He distracted me. So an Emperor, you know, and it's interesting because he's kind of looking back. He's sitting like uncomfortably on a throne and he's looking at something. It's like somebody's being forced to look at something. that they don't want to look at. So this is definitely like an emperor, strong emperor energy where somebody's being put in their energy. Now this could be a feminine energy too, really embracing your masculine energy. Like I said, it's energy where it's kind of like he looks insulted. It's kind of like some of these situations are going to put you where you're like, this is insulting to have to sit here and deal with this. It's like you're going to be feeling that way. You're going to be feeling, or maybe you're put places where you're like, you know, I deserve much better than this. Like, because you're starting to awaken that God, that inner God and Goddess, that you're just like, you're starting to realize that certain places, certain people, that they're not for you, you know? So for some of you that are in these certain situations, you're just like, am I really here? Is this really happening? Like, what is this? I deserve so much better than this. But you're actually being tamed, right? You're being tested. It's part of your initiation. You're having to be showed that, you know, well, guess what? It's like if you have all of this power, you know, it's kind of like God may put you somewhere and then give you a gift. And now you need to use that gift to get you out of that situation. And it's like you're going to know when you're able to do that. It's also how another test for you. Because it's like if you've really been asking for this gift, this ability, and then God gives it to you, are you going to be aware when it comes? Are you going to be able to use this? God has definitely been granting a new beginning. Right? And you have everything within you to pursue this, to go after this. But what is making you miss it? What is making you not see it? Is it a lover? Could it be love? Something to do with the lover? Because they're showing me the lovers here. And they're, you know, depicted in here as they're not wearing any clothes, right? So they're very vulnerable, right? So maybe somebody's letting their vulnerabilities get in the way. Strong moon energy, right? So I'm sure you hear my little one snoring now. So, but see, there's this magician here too. So you could be manifesting something, but then I see the Hanged Man, which talks about releasing, letting go, and a new perspective. For some of you, maybe you've manifested something, you've brought in new love, but you need to let go of something. There's some sort of justice that's coming in, fast movement. There's a new beginning for sure, Ace of Pentacles. It's about fairness. I see the Knight of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles, and there's the choice. See, so there is a choice. So for some of you, you have a choice between lovers, and the lovers often used to be a choice. So for some of you, it's like you've really stepped into this power, right? You've started to use your God power, so you've started to attract better situations for yourself. Now remember, over here we have the Devil with judgment and justice. So for some of you, you could be dealing with a karmic situation, or there could be something that's affecting love connection with this Devil energy here. But see, balance is needed here with Temperance. It's where you need to not let that Devil energy affect you. Because you know, I will say that the Devil is definitely meddling a lot with these divine counterparts. Really trying to get them to stray away. Really trying to get them to focus a lot on the material and the physical world. And that's really messing with love, right? Because that's the ultimate thing. The devil can only get in and mess with your mind, can manipulate and control you. So for some of you, if you feel there's a big focus around money and material things, that could be, in fact, messing with your love connection. Okay, so I'm getting multiple stories here. That's why you really have to trust what you're feeling at this time. But I do know we're under this full moon in Leo, so, you know, you're really going to be feeling called to take action. Express yourself, because moon gets you in your feelings. But there's definitely major movement. We have the Tower with the Chariot, so there's definitely going to be shocking things happening, very shocking. Things being revealed, secrets come out, things are illuminated. And there's a strong energy of movement. Chariot's about taking charge and control of your life, right? About making movements. She's like in the fog, right? She's headed into the fog. Things, you know, they're definitely going to be getting revealed. Look at this. I just shuffled the deck. 8 of Cups here, next to the 4 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. So what that is showing me is that, in fact, there's some sort of missed opportunity that is coming back around, okay? There was something that was missed before because somebody was so focused on the physical, and now there's a missed opportunity coming back around for happily ever after, but it requires somebody to walk away. Somebody needs to walk away and let go of something. I'm getting they need to go towards a passion. She's holding a violin down next to her. Something is stopping somebody from in their passions. And what I often say is that, money, abundance, all of that, money, material, that's a form of a vibration of energy. If you want to have ultimate abundance, if you want to have lots of money and material things, then you need to be in a high vibration. Now, by getting there is self-love, loving yourself, because you're not going to let anybody stop you from pursuing your passions and your dreams. And when you pursue those things and you pour that love into yourself, that's when you attract your ultimate happiness, right? And that's how you get to your 10 of Cups. That's why I often say, when it's like a twin flame, union readings and divine lovers coming together and all of that, I often see the 10 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles, because it doesn't matter if they have nothing. If they choose each other and they choose love, they're going to manifest everything that they desire, right? So, but we're not talking about the 10 of Pentacles here. I have not seen that. This is all about happiness, right? There's this choice where I really feel that money and material things are really being pulled out of it. I really feel that that is where the devil's been controlling. And I really feel that that is why somebody is being put in their place, maybe having a lot of money and material things being stripped of them, kind of in a financial restraint type of energy, to really force somebody to go within, to know that love is the highest, to remind them that love and happiness is the highest vibration of all. And by picking that self-love, whether maybe it's just walking away and having love for themselves and pursuing a passion, is what brings it right to somebody. There's a strong look. I've got the King to the Queen of Cups, a very high spiritual connection. Lovers, right down here. There's the Page of Cups with the Six of Cups. So this is something from the past that somebody, it's ultimate wish fulfillment. It's 9 of Cups. See, someone needed to get into this contentment of loving themselves, and then it triggers in a love connection. Now, and this doesn't necessarily have to be somebody from a physical past for some of you. What I'm getting with that is some of you've never even met this person. They're just a past life lover. So you guys were like soulmates and lovers in a past life. So that could be why someone come back in the past. This is like somebody also pursuing their passions and their dreams that they've wanted since childhood, right? Looks like a mother and a daughter there. And it's like, she looks very happy and innocent. To me, this is like somebody getting like their childhood innocence back. Someone getting loving back. I just love the Queen of Cups upside down. So it's like somebody's been closed off, kind of cold-hearted, not lovable. Like she's looking at that glass, right? Or that chalice. She's looking at it and it's like, even if this is full, do I want this? This is someone like, I feel like they may have this beautiful love around them, but they feel as though they don't want it because they don't have that love for themselves. It's like, if you truly don't love yourself, you can't love another. So this is somebody that I feel has been really broken and has really been going through this healing. Because like I was saying earlier, is I feel like somebody very much is like love around them, like with the Four of Cups, and they don't even realize that they don't feel they're worthy of love, so they don't want it. And for some of you, that could be the second chance that's coming around, is just a lot of healing needed to happen to somebody to get them to love themselves, so they can in fact have the second chance of love very much maybe around them right now. Or it could be coming into them, or they could definitely just have a choice, because the Two of Wands here, there's definitely a choice. So there's multiple different things there. But it's definitely an Emperor. I just cut the deck right on Emperor and Temperance. For some of you, this was a Divine Masculine. If it's not your energy, it's energy surrounding you. So take it however you feel fitting. Maybe both of you. I've been channeling that too as I was doing a reading, that two divines are healing each other by going through this major heart healing. So for some of you, you're actually in fact healing each other at this time. And it's coming into union. Four of Wands. So it's so beautiful. But look, under that full moon, that very, very big full moon right next to that Four of Wands. So All right, guys, well, that was a reading that I had for you. Hopefully it helped you. If it did, definitely let me know. I love all of the comments, likes. Feel free to share the video. And if you have not subscribed, definitely subscribe, because I love all my new subscribers and all my existing ones. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm going to be doing all these beautiful full moon Leo readings, and I'm going to be these are probably going to be my most powerful ones, because I am a Cancer sun, but I've got a lot of Leo in my chart. I got Leo moon and rising and other, I don't want to put all my placements out there, right? But let's just say I'm mainly a Leo and Cancer. So, you know, the moon ruling Cancer is ruled by the moon anyway, so full moons are very powerful and very much a moon child. But having it in the sign of Leo, to me, this is actually more powerful, I think, than my Cancer moon, because Leo really dominates for me about taking action. So I'm excited. I really feel I'm going to have strong connections, and that's the message for some of you too. Like, if you, and I don't just mean like I'm going to do collective readings, but I know it's going to resonate probably most for Cancer Leos. But for some of you that take a look at the zodiac readings, if you go, you know, and you search your sign and those people's readings, right? Always look at your moon placement. A lot of you go look at your sun, what your sun sign is. You need to look a lot at your moon, guys, because your moon is what rules your emotional side, your emotions and your feelings. And for a lot of you, you go looking for readings for love, right? So if you do that, you definitely need to look at your moon placement, as you will find that you may find more to your story, or you may find that that's going to resonate with you more. You can also check out your Venus placement, because Venus is the ruler of love, right? So for some of you, you may have your sun sign in that placement. For others, you might not. I don't. I'll tell you, mine's Gemini. So I've found that looking at Gemini. And if you're an Empress, you may resonate a lot under Libra too. So that's what I mean. Like, I don't like to always call out the signs. But it's like, you know, when a reading is telling your story and it's connecting with you. So trust that, right? All right. So I felt to just share that. And I put all the cards away except the King and the Queen of Cups. There's definitely a strong bond, spiritual connection. To me, this is the highest spiritual cards. You know, lovers are definitely coming together. It's such a beautiful time. All right, guys. Well, love and light to all of you. Bye.